morning, staff, students. Welcome to our Remembrance Day ceremony. This ceremony has been created and will be presented by our very own staff and students, and is a collection of thoughts, words, and images that reflect our Canadian history throughout many years of war. This is a time to remember past and reflect on it so we can move into our future with greater wisdom and understanding. Now we call upon Javon for our land acknowledgement.
We acknowledge that Abbotsford School District is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Samath First Nation and Mathpee First Nation. With this, we respect the long-standing relationships that Indigenous nations have to this land, as they are the original caretakers.
This Remembrance Day ceremony is different from the assemblies that we typically have. It is a time to remember the sacrifices that people have made for us, and it is important that we bring our best behavior to these moments ahead. We ask for quiet, calm, and thoughtful engagement. So please hold your applause during the ceremony. And I'm going to ask you very quietly to stand for the national anthem, please.
My name is Javon.
And I am Zyra. We will be your MCs for the Remembrance Day Assembly. Our program will include a collection of videos, poetry, and letters from times of war. This is a time to honor all who have fought and given their lives for the freedom that we now enjoy. You will hear the voices of Canadians from all backgrounds, and we hope that you will enjoy the richness of our journey together. We thank everyone for being here and listening on this special day of remembrance.
Writing was and continues to be an important way for soldiers and those impacted by war to express their feelings and their experiences. Poetry is one way to communicate these difficult ideas. Let's hear a Canadian classic. Jasmine and Prisha will read Dr. John McCrane's poem, In Flanders Fields.
In Flanders Fields, by John McCrae. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow. Between the crosses, still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields.
Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith, shall not sleep, the poppies grow in Flanders Fields.
Prisha and Jasmine. The following video has been created by Miss Sada's class and Miss English to show some noticeable Canadian heroes.
Hall was the first Black person, first Nova Scotian, and the third Canadian to receive the Victoria Cross due to his actions during the Indian Rebellion in India. Hall's original Victoria Cross is now on permanent display at the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic in Halifax. Hall is also featured in exhibits at the Halifax Citadel and at the Black Culture Center for Nova Scotia.
Abbott was a notable Canadian physician, abolitionist,
and the first Black graduate of a medical school in Canada. During the American Civil War, he served as a surgeon. After the war, he continued to work in the medical field, becoming an advocate for public health and rights of marginalized communities.
Nora West was a notable Canadian soldier during World War I. He is recognized for his exceptional skills as a sniper. He was known for his stealth and effectiveness. Tragically, Nora West was killed in action on June 7, 1918, during the 100 Days Offensive. He is remembered as a pioneering figure in military history and a symbol of contributions of Indigenous soldiers in Canada.
Dr. MacDonald was a Canadian physician known for her contributions during World War I. As one of the first women to graduate with a medical degree in Canada, she played a vital role in providing medical care to soldiers and worked in advanced public health initiatives. Her legacy continues to inspire future generations in the fields of medicine and women's rights.
Pega Megabao was a prominent Indigenous Canadian soldier in World War I. He was a member of the Ojibwe Nation. He played a crucial role in the Battle of Vimy Ridge and the Battle of Passchendaele. He was one of the most decorated Indigenous soldiers in Canadian history. After the war, he became an advocate for Indigenous rights and issues.
Boca was a distinguished Canadian pilot and war hero during World War I. Boca was credited with 50 aerial victories for his bravery and leadership. He was awarded the Victoria Cross, the highest military honor in the British Empire.
Morrison was a notable Canadian war hero and a pioneering figure in military service. She joined the Canadian Women's Army Corps during World War II. Morrison became one of the first women to take on responsibilities that were critical to the operational success of military units. After the war, she continued to advocate for veterans' issues and women's roles in the military.
Manaski was a Canadian soldier and hero during World War II. He is best known for his bravery in France. When his bomber was shot down, he tried to rescue his friend who was trapped in a burning aircraft. Unfortunately, they both died. For his selfless actions, he was posthumously awarded the Victoria Cross, the highest military honor for battle in the British Commonwealth. His legacy is honored in Canada, and he is remembered as a symbol of courage and sacrifice.
Wong was a noble Canadian soldier in World War II. He was remembered for his courageous services and contributions during the war. Wong was one of the first Chinese Canadians to enlist in the Canadian military during a time when racial discrimination was prevalent. Wong's legacy as a war hero is marked not only by his bravery, but also by his role in promoting inclusivity and recognition for marginalized communities in Canada.
Stewart was a notable Canadian war veteran and a pioneer in the military. During World War II, she joined the Royal Canadian Air Force as a member of the Women's Division. Stewart's service was a testament to the important roles women played in the military during the war. Her legacy includes efforts to promote the involvement of women in the armed forces and to support fellow veterans. Stewart was remembered for her courage, dedication, and leadership.
Chris Hadfield is primarily known as a renowned astronaut. However, during the Cold War, 1985 to 1991, Chris Hadfield served as a pilot in the Canadian Armed Forces. He flew the CF-18 Hornet and participated in various NATO missions and exercises. His role was primarily focused on air defense and training.
Ref was a Canadian soldier known for his work in Afghanistan. His dedication and bravery was evident, and he was recognized for his commitment to his fellow soldiers and the mission. Tragically, he lost his life on September 3, 2006. When a roadside bomb struck his vehicle, his sacrifice is remembered as part of Canadians' involvement in Afghanistan, and he is honored among the many soldiers who served and sacrificed for their country.
Tsukamoto was a Japanese Canadian who served during World War II. He was initially interned with other Japanese Canadians but later enlisted in the war. He was awarded the Military Cross for his gallantry. This recognition highlights the significant role of Japanese Canadians in the military despite the discrimination they faced.
This presentation highlighted 13 of our many notable Canadian war heroes.
We recognize that the true list is extensive and ever-growing.
Thanks, Ms. Sato's class in listening to this. Next, we will hear from our Abbey Middle Choir. They will be singing Ordinary World. The lyrics in this song will speak about the fallen heroes.
Thought I heard you talking softly.
Tomorrow is Indigenous Veterans Day in Canada. It is an important day to acknowledge the service of Indigenous veterans to Canada, despite having fewer rights and poorer treatment than other Canadian veterans. Here is a video from the Minister of National Defense. Now we are going to listen to the last post, and then following that we will have 2 minutes of silence to remember all those that we lost in the war.
Thank you all for your attention. Thank you to all those students who presented and performed. And a very special thank you to the staff who helped organize this assembly. Wouldn't have occurred without them. Mr. Dunford, Ms. McTavish, Ms. Inglis, Ms. Joseph, Ms. Sato, Mr. Neal, and Mr. Nocto.